get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Turns it on at midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Maybe open it up for the passing game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on third and short. If you get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, the defense sniffed it out and shut that play down before it even started.
On fourth down, looking to pass. On a little time, lets it go. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the...
There's a live football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree. It'll go his way. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
The one thing you know you're going to get with this guy is yards after contact. He makes people miss. He can break tackles, wears defenses down, and he's doing it right now. After that last carry, the offense now set up beautifully close to the goal line.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, Not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, so loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Off the play fake. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He's got it on the left. He's loose. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Quarterback checking off.
Go! Go! Go!
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did.
Going downfield for the big play. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Now the pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle. And what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time, they knock him down behind the line.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back from no deep.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Marshall pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. A masterful road performance, or as Coach likes to call it, thundering bird football. A circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback is snowed under. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're putting their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Quick strike complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes.
He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Auburn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He's looking. They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first. Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
Yeah, nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Offense slips the running back out of that field. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score.
Oh, he goes. He's at the 30. The tag. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. After that latest answer ties things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fires left. Got his man. They're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Auburn, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's John. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's got 59 yards rushing in this game, and he is closing in on the 1,800-yard mark. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Fires to the right. It's caught. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw. Ball in the air, intercepted. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hires on the move. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Still looking, on the move. He'll try to do it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Steps away. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down. Take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. After the run, now to throw. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you're going to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Snags it over the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He uncorks one deep. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown LSU.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the first half. Stayed calm. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll open the second half with a run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll ride his man on the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Speeding down the left side. The 20. Touchdown LSU. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. He's going to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Auburn to the line in a hurry. He's back to throw on second down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down play from the gun. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well for them. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Now on second down.
3 and 25.
Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're throwing for it on fourth down. A strike downfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That tells you a lot about the confidence of this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And that's where they'll mark him on a chunk play and they pick up a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to it.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Snap in the shotgun. On the run, still looking. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion makes it a two-possession game and a 9-point lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
A nice job finding a crease to go get that first big. There's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
And I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job on the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. They'll try to pick up the first. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop with the sweet pull and catch, ready to give them a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have some...
And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 30. The 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Auburn. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Wyoming took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cowboys that fired on all cylinders. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the...
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Makes the grab. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. Just finds that little crevice and is still up. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Setting up the screen. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll toss it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touchdown, Tiger! And the stomping has commenced. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it. Gonna take a shot at this DB.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They believe they can run right here. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Got it.
Trying to pick up a first down.
29 Philly.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day over here.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass. He's right on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They're going to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws another interception. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, first down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but